Good evening. It's about 9 o'clock. Yep, 9 o'clock. We're gonna go chiseling. If everything goes well, we'll be done by about 11:30. Grandpa, so when I quit on Friday, I had a little bit across the creek left, and I had this entire field right here, so about 100 acres left. Grandpa hopped in the chisel plow this afternoon, and he finished across the creek, and he started out here, and he got pretty close to done, but I think he called about 7 o'clock, and he was kind of tired, and was like, no, I didn't ask him to do it. It was just like you quit whenever you want to quit. So he did. He called her quits about 7 o'clock. But wow, those trees are hard on these things. Gotta get a couple replacement, bend those back. So he got close, probably about 70 acres of this field done afternoon, which is really good. I mean, with this machine you could run about 10 acres an hour. Goodness. Oh my God. That's gonna require a wrench. So we got about 20 acres left. We're gonna go knock it out. I thought, nah, I'm gonna go do my job stuff tonight and finish it tomorrow. But here I am. We're gonna get it done. So then the first pass of wheat stubble is complete, and next step is bean harvest. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see anything, but the camera's recording. Now we gotta lift this thing up so I don't plow up the yard. Okay. Let's go get her done. I live up next to Canada now, so I gotta say after everything. I did not intend on working the wheat stubble twice this year. I kind of intended on doing it. Oh man, I forgot my wallet. That's not good. I forgot my wallet in my pocket. But I intended on working it once and calling it good, with fertilizer on it. But the ground got so hard this year that it's literally been like pulling through concrete. So I worked that field initially because it had a lot of weeds on it, and that kind of turned into, you know what, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to work everything, because that one was tight, and the rest of it's been, I would say, tighter yet. But yeah, you can see how cloddy it is. So I was just gonna leave it be, but with the ground being so hard, I decided better just do it all. It's not gonna hurt anything. Except my shovels, my poor shovels are absolutely worn down to the nubs. Like, I'm a little worried that I'm gonna have to buy a new set before we go into soybean stubble and the second wheat stubble. Oh, here we go. Let's see how tough this is. He said it's pretty hard. And it is. It's very hard. Oh, it's not awful. Whoa, what was that? That was my fault. It's not terrible. It is hard, but it's not awful. It's working up pretty nice, it looks like, actually. I don't know. know, that looks decent. Looks good. So soybeans were probably about, well, I'm gonna go down to the cities this week, or at the end of this week. So next week, maybe. I'm gonna guess towards the end of next week we could maybe try it. They're turning pretty hard. They look like you could go out there, but if you walk out there, the beans and the pods are still really big and wet. Haven't dried down much, but you know, they dry down they can dry down really fast. But I'm gonna guess next week at the absolute earliest. And then we wait, really. I'm intending on putting down half of my nitrogen this fall. I think I told you that. And I'm gonna treat it, but I still would like to wait until the temperature stays below 50 degrees consistently. So that could be anywhere from, oh, I don't know. Let's see, it's September. That could be anywhere from the beginning of October to the end of October. I think last year I actually chisel plowed the very last days of October. It was when I chisel plowed in the snow. But we'll get, if it starts to look like that it's not going to give us that consistent 50 degree temperature drop, then I'll probably just spread all my phosphate and potash and go from there. But I like going off soil tests. I like going off the soil test. And that's exactly what we're going to do this year, because with the way commodity prices went, we're kind of in a little bit of survival mode right now. You know, we're just planning for a long-term net zero profit, I guess, per se. So we're gonna cut down the fertilizer to do more of a maintenance program instead of a build. That's what I've done the last 2-3 years, was a build program, because with commodity prices being so high and fertilizer still somewhat reasonable, I thought, why not? So I just went out with a flat rate and spread it on. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's really tight. This is a pothole right here. But now we're gonna go to a maintenance program, so instead of doing like 100 pounds of phosphate, we're gonna do 50. You know, just enough to for the crop to keep growing, and we will soil test every single year to make sure that we're not draining the ground of its nutrients. Because I don't like doing that. I don't even like doing a maintenance program. I like doing a build program, but with prices down and input prices up, you gotta kind of pick your battles. We probably won't, if I don't have to, I probably won't do fungicide on the soybeans. Probably won't be trying any new top of the line stuff for the next couple of years. Like I think this year I tried some Invita, Nutriquire, and Terrasim, and some more Source. I tried Source again. That is yet to be seen. And so is the Nutriquire. They look really good that I put them on, don't get me wrong, they look really good, but is it going to be worth it? I don't know. So we're kind of cutting back, you know, picking what do we put money into, what do we not put money into, and one of those things is fertilizer. We're going to do a maintenance program instead of a build. We're going to stick with the chemical program that works. So herbicide, wheat will get fungicide no matter what. There is no cost, there is no price of wheat that does not accommodate fungicide. Fungicide in this area is an absolute must. I would never not fungicide my wheat. We've gotten burned by not doing it, so we're gonna do it. With the beans, maybe not, probably not. I'm not gonna plan to fungicide, but this year with how thick and how much moisture, we decided to fungicide. Even though I did not plan to fungicide. So we'll do the same this coming year. We won't plan on it, but we will keep it in the cards. It's a tool in the toolbox. Equipment purchases will be minimal. The only thing I'd really like to buy is a corn head. maybe another semi, but we will see. If I can make what I have work, I will. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing now, the kind of the mode we're in. And we'll keep making the videos and keep going along with it. See what happens. Up the last headland of the first pass on the wheat stubble. Good feeling. Now we probably won't touch this chisel plow for, I would say a good month. So now hopefully we can collect a nice rain shower, and that should mellow out some of these big clods that came to the surface. And it'll make the wheat that the combine threw over grow, and it'll look pretty nice, I think. Wheat's kind of like a built-in cover crop. You work it under and it grows again. But I'm gonna call that good for chisel plowing. So then my intent tomorrow is I would like to hook up the combine to the head. Maybe, we'll see. And unbolt the head, take a look at what panels I need to get on the header, because it needs some new poly pieces underneath. So I gotta take a look at that. And that's a big plot right there. Right here is really tough for some reason. I think it's because I disked it last fall and then cultivated it in the spring. And then I gotta adjust, or I gotta put the chopper back, gotta adjust some chains. I need to blow the combine off. I have not done that yet from wheat harvest. I gave it a leaf blow and that was it. But it needs to be blown off. So I'll probably come out here and see how far the air hose will get me and try and give it a good blow and get all that old wheat dust and cab wheat. We don't have cab corn here, we have cab wheat. Fun fact, I used to hunt down there next to the river. But I kind of went on a few years there. I quit hunting, and then Kayla decided that she liked the deer meat that came from it, and so I hunted again and got a deer, and then we were good for a year, and then we went hunting again and just didn't like it. So I don't know, hunting's not my favorite thing in the world. I do it from time to time. Hey, yo. I'd much rather go plop on a lake with a pair of shorts, sunglasses, and a non-alcoholic bush latte with a fishing rod and reel in them greenback walleyes. Don't do much of that either. Sorry, it was hard to find time this year. It really was. But I'll see you tomorrow.